horror fans, once again, it's the Horror Miser Monty G, and today is one of my favorite videos today. We're going to talk about what are the top 5, my opinion, best horror movies so far this year, and what are the top 5 worst horror movies of the year. I love this video. Now, we're at the halfway point of 2018, and I always like to make these type of videos because we want to count down. We want to see what do I think are the top 5 best horror movies so far, and what are the worst 5 horror movies so far this year. And it took me a while to compile this list up because we've had some pretty good horror movies, and we have some pretty bad ones too. You got to take the good with the bad. Like I said, these are my opinions only. I'm pretty sure there's other people that will create their own list. Because I did see, I think Lee from Drum Duns made one. I believe Vicky Nightmare made, and I believe she made one as well. But this is the Horror Miser Monty G's top 5 best and top 5 worst horror movies so far in 2018. Now, I like to always start with the bottom people. Let's get the crap out the way. But so far, these are what I consider some of the worst horror movies so far that have come out in 2018. Now, I don't have in any particular order. This is just what I believe so far, I believe, are the top 5. When we get toward the end of the year, I will have an actual ranking about what I believe is, the top 5 worst from 5 to 1. But here we go. We're going to start off with an honorably mentioned, and the first one's going to be Wildling. Yeah. Oh, man. It was a good concept. I like some of the practical effects. It was basically, oh yeah, by the way, there's going to be spoilers in some of these movies. I'm pretty sure whoever's seen them, go on ahead. If you haven't seen it, please make sure that you do see it. But I will have some bit spoilers some of these movies. But I'm pretty sure most people who know about The Wildling, it is a werewolf picture. I thought the movie was okay, but unfortunately it was very disappointing, especially the ending. I thought the ending was full of crap. Yeah, so definitely The Wildling, didn't make the top 5, but very disappointing in that movie. Okay, here we go. In no particular order, the first one I'm going to pick on this list is going to be Insidious: The Last Key. Yeah, it was a good idea, and of course, Len Shay was the best part of this picture, but the forced romance between one of her nieces and I believe with Specs, I didn't like that. I thought the entity was looked like a very bad Raggedy Ann, as I said in my review. I didn't like the ending. Like I said, it did have a couple of nice, scary images on it, but very disappointing. This is, it just seemed as though they're running out of steam with the Insidious series. Yeah, so definitely Insidious: The Last Key was one of my top 5 worst horror pictures so far this year. Next comes Tremors: A Cold Day in Hell. Yes, this is the latest of the Tremor franchise, and I feel so sorry for Michael Gross. He's put a lot of effort in his character Bart, and I really enjoyed some of the movies after the first and second one, but this is by far the worst. It seems like though they have nothing else to do with this series. It was bad enough that Sci-Fi thought about giving Kevin Bacon's character back in a TV version of the show, but Sci-Fi decided not. They decided not to bring it to series after they filmed the pilot, which I thought would have been a cool idea. But I think it's time we put the Tremors series to rest, especially after this poor output of Tremors: A Cold Day in Hell. Next, another very disappointing is Day of the Dead: Bloodlines. Oh boy! Now, I did like the practical effects. I thought the practical effects were great and fantastic. I thought the zombies looked cool. I liked the design of Bud, even though some people think he looked like a deader version of the Joker with that vicious grin that he had. He was supposed to be the Bud in this one because everyone knows he's supposed to be sort of a remake of Day of the Dead from George A. Morrell. It's supposed to be a remake, but it does not. I mean, but the acting is horrible. Other than the lead actress, it was, oh my God, was the acting horrible? That supposedly Sergeant. Oh man, you want to talk about hamming it up in front of the camera? Oh God, terrible actor. Yeah, Day of the Dead: Bloodlines definitely made my top 5 worst movies of the year. Let's not forget The teen, once again, another teen horror picture makes the ranks, and that's true for Dare. Oh God, it was a good idea, but again, it's too many cliche characters, stupid decisions, lack of believability. It seems like once a person dies from not doing the truth or not telling the truth or not doing the dare, all of a sudden they die and they have no reaction to it, and you do the stupid Google search. All the cliches are there. Definitely makes the top 5 worst movies of the year. And finally, which will probably be my number 1 worst movie of the year, Deep Blue Sea 2. Who the fuck that we wanted a sequel out of the Deep Blue Sea at 19 years since that movie? Oh man, it's like we're still probably shocked seeing Samuel L. Jackson get eaten by a shark, and they come up with this crap. Oh my God! Oh man! And I mean, talk about eye candy. The lead actress, she's only there just for you to look at. There's a scene in there where it doesn't even fit any in the movie, but just for people to see her in her bra and panties, and and she undresses, and you see her in her bra and panties, and it's all for eye candy. Doesn't give her 1 ounce of credibility that she is a shark oh boy, she sympathizes with sharks. She's a shark convert. I can't get that. I can't pronounce that word. She cares for sharks, but we don't believe her because all we know is that, hey, look, she's a hot chick. Terrible idea. I mean, at least Stephen Barrows, when she stripped down her bra, it was a purpose for her doing that. And we're not, even though most people might think she's attractive, but we're not worrying about that. We're worrying about getting her eaten by the shark. But this scene right here make no sense. Definitely will probably be my worst movie of the year, Deep Blue Sea 2. Okay, now that we got that crap out of the way, let's talk about the top 5 best horror movies that I've seen so far this year. I'm going to do again one of my honorable mentions. I'm pretty sure people think that I might be not giving this film any credit, but The Ritual, I thought was an incredible movie. I loved it a lot. I loved the monster design in the film. I thought the film was filmed very well. Liked all the actors in the film. I like the creamy images that they show in the picture right there. I like the storyline, and it was a very good movie. Yeah, definitely The Ritual. It might get up there when I do my top 10 movies, best horror movies of the year. But right now, I'll be giving my honorable mention right now. Okay, here we go. One of my top 5 best horror movies of the year is Mom and Dad. Yes, Nicolas Cage. That's very, very good. Yeah, she was very typical Nicolas Cage in this movie. As we see, the parents are struck by this strange virus that make them want to kill their kids. And I thought the movie was very well. Nicolas Cage in his very manic stages throughout the film. Very nice film, very violent, and a nice cameo appearance by Lance Henriksen at the end of the picture. I thought that was funny as well. Probably going to be in my top 10 list when it comes out, but definitely Mom and Dad. Next one will be Revenge, the rape revenge horror movie that came out earlier this year. I thought it was a very good film. Very, very bloody, very believable. Yeah, even though some scenes, I would say, in the second act didn't make sense, might have pushed the line over believability, but you definitely feel sorry for the girl, and she kicks ass as after the second act, after the tragic events that happened to her. Love this film. Thought it was a very good rape revenge horror film. So definitely Revenge, one of my top 5 horror movies so far this year. Next, we're going to go with The Strangers Pray at Night. A very excellent horror sequel from The Strangers. Love all the characters in the film. Yeah, it might have been a bit cliched with the girl. She might have done a couple of things, but I love the openness that they have for the killers. For the pinup girl, the doll face, and the sackhead. I thought they were very, very well. Very nice kills. Very nice on-screen kills. Very brutal. Some nice callbacks, especially at the end, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Some people didn't like it at all. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a very good sequel. Definitely Strangers Pray at Night. One of my top 5 horror films so far this year. And now we have A Quiet Place. Definitely, if not one of the best horror pictures I've seen so far this year. Emily Blunt and John Frankenson. If I mispronounce his name, Forgive me. They did a very incredible job. He actually did a very incredible job writing this and directing this film. Hit you right in the face when the movie begins, meaning they're not going to pull any punches whatsoever as the family tries to survive in a world being with absolute no noise, with the creatures who hunt by sound. So you make any noise, it will attack you. I thought this was a very fascinating film. Again, leaves you right on the edge of your seats. Lots of tension, lots of great scenes in that picture. Definitely one of my top 5 horror films so far this year. And lastly, we have the most divisive film so far is Hereditary. Yes, a lot of people love it. A lot of people don't like it. And a lot of people are like, what the fuck did I just see? That's how well this movie is. Yes, I enjoyed it. Yeah, I did have the same reaction so many people have said, especially at the end of the film, like, what the fuck did I just see? And it still has that thing. It's like what Raw did to me last year. That's what Hereditary did to me this year. It just gut-wrenching, nice performances by Toni Collette, Gabriel Byrne, and Alex Fox, and the girl, I think it's, I can't remember her name. I know her last name is Shapiro. I thought they did a fantastic job. Very creepy imagery, very nice setting, the house that they have. But everything was nicely set up in here. So definitely one of my top 5 horror films of the year will be Hereditary. So there you go, horror fans. Those are my top 5 best horror films so far and my top 5 worst horror films so far this year. Obviously, as the year goes on, we will be getting some more horror pictures. We have my mind's going blank there for a moment. We have the first Purge that's coming out this year. We have the Nun that's coming out this year. There's a couple of horror pictures, but of course, everyone is looking forward to Halloween. Yeah, I know. It seems like we can't stop talking about Halloween. Yeah, I understand the excitement about it, but can't we just please wait for the movie to come out when it comes out in October? I mean, if it's going to be good, it's going to be good. We could talk about it then once the movie comes out, but we don't need any more trailer reactions. We don't need to see any type of pictures that get posted up on the net about Halloween. Yeah, I'm doing a little rant about it because to me it's like, look, enough is enough. Just wait for the movie to come out and calm your horses. Yeah, that is coming out as well, and I believe there's another horror picture that's coming out. Oh yeah, Friended, the Dark Web, that's also coming out as well. So we still got a long ways to go before we get to as far as other horror movies that are coming out this year, and maybe they might crack the top 10, and maybe they might crack the top 5 worst horror pictures, but we'll see. So, horror fans, do you agree with my list? Do you think? What do you think are the top 5 best and top 5 worst horror pictures? Leave your comments down in your comment section below and tell me what are your top 5 best and what are your top 5 worst horror movies so far 2018. Well, that's my video for today. I hope you guys loved it. And if you did, please give it a thumbs up and share because it does help the channel out a lot. And once again, if this is your first time here, please hit that subscriber button. Ring that notification bell. Please ring that notification bell. That way you can come and enjoy the horror experience with me, the Horror Miser Monty G. And as always, all my social media links will be down in the description box below as well. Once again, my name is Lamont Smith, better known as the Horror Miser Monty G. And always remember, horror rules.